Here is a little story about cones. Cones are fundamentally important to driving tests and auto solos. If you hit a cone, three things will happen. One, your time will become substantially slower because you will incur time penalties. Two, the marshals will have to run out and put the cones back. Now, they're not particularly keen on doing this, so that's the second good reason for not doing it. And the third good reason for not hitting them is, and there's a mark there for anyone who can spot the squirrel in the background, the third good reason for not doing it is your mates will take the mick out of you when you've finished. This year the arrangement of cones is slightly different. There is a big pointy cone, which is the cone that is shown on your map, on your route map, and that is the upright one. However, in front of it, or at least hopefully in front of it, there will be a cone on its side. The cone on its side denotes the direction you should pass the cone. So in this instance, the one we're looking at, you should pass the upright cone on the right hand side, not unlike this. If, when you approach a cone, you find it looks like this, you will need to consult your map because you have approached it from the wrong direction. The direction indicator will always be in front of the cone as you approach it. Should it be anywhere else, recheck your map reading. However, and I need an extra cone here, should you see one which looks like this, this does not mean that you have to pass both sides at once or drive over the top of it. It very simply means that when you approach it from this side, you go to the right, and then you will approach that cone a second time in your driving test or auto solo, and this time you will also go to the right. Should you approach something that looks, for example, like this, this means that on the first time you will approach it and tow past it on this side, and the next time you go towards it, you will of course also go on the right to this side. I think you're probably getting the hang of it by now. In the event that you come up to your marker cone and as you approach it you inadvertently get it wrong, as I have just done, you are allowed to retrace your steps back past that cone. Now you can do that either by reversing and then going past it in the correct manner or to the correct side, or should you prefer, and it's entirely up to you, and the only penalties you will accrue for either way of correcting it, you can of course just simply loop round, come back and have another go. There are some places where you will see two large cones. I can't find another one, all right, but there will be two upright cones about 10 feet apart, 3 meters or so, and the pointy cones on the ground will point towards each other. That simply means you go between them. It's a gate. You will find these at the start. You will find these at any place where we think the corner's a bit tight and we want to try and slow you down a bit or make it a tad more entertaining, or you will find them also at the finish, okay, where you will see a small line of cones which effectively form a garage for you to park in. As regards the finish, pay special attention there to the cones, because on test A, B and C, sorry, my apologies, on tests 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, the finish is different. You will need to read your instructions very carefully to determine exactly which wheels should be there at the end of the test. Right, and that's all the instruction is on cones. Hopefully you are aware of the difference between this one and previous years. Thank you.